The first strategy that we are going to learn is to ask ChatGPT to summarize a text or a video and provide the key points to you. Now, I already talked about this plugin. If you have access to ChatGPT plugins, okay, there's a plugin here called Video Insights, okay? You can just go to the plugin store, okay, and search for Video Insights and install it, okay? After that, you can come here inside the messaging bar and ask ChatGPT to summarize and provide the key points of a video. For example, here we have a TED Talk about how to stay calm when you know you will be stressed, okay? And I'm just gonna copy the URL of this video and come here and write. All right, so the first thing that I did, I asked ChatGPT to act as a professional educator, okay? I provided a role. Then I mentioned that below I provided a link to a TED Talk video about staying calm when we have a stress. I want you to review the video script and summarize the key points of the video. I also want you to make at least one example for each point, okay? And then tell me a situation that I can use that point in my real life, okay? So beside summarizing and telling me what are the key points, I want ChatGPT to provide examples. Now, this will help in learning something new, okay? With the examples, we can understand it better. Now, this is additional and it is really helpful. Now, you can explain your situation. Who are you? What you do? How old are you? What are your goals? What do you want to do in the future? Okay, you can explain all that and then tell ChatGPT to make the examples related to your situation. Okay, how I can use these key points in my own life or in my work. Okay, that would be really helpful. And after that, I provided the link to the video. Okay, so I will submit this and it will use the plugin here, the Video Insights plugin, and it will go through the video scripts. As you can see, it is going through the video scripts. And right now it is telling me the key points. And here, for example, this is the key point, right? And then we have the example. For example, as an entrepreneur, you see, it is using my situation. In the situation here, I mentioned that I'm an entrepreneur and I run tech companies. And I want you to make examples related to my situation. So it is making examples based on my situation, okay? You might anticipate a stressful situation such as a product launch, which ChatGPT is right. It's really stressful. To prepare, you could, for example, do this or do that. And immediately, not only, for example, in a couple of minutes, not only I will learn all of the key points of this video, but also I will learn it based on my life, okay? This is really helpful, okay? And even if I want more information and if I want to learn a point much better, for example, point number 3, I can always tell ChatGPT to make more examples or teach me better. Now, one of the things that will help us to remember things better is a story, okay? It's a technique for memorizing. Usually, I'm not sure if you have seen this or not. People who want to memorize a whole deck of playing cards, okay? They make a story in their mind, okay? Now we can use this strategy when we want to learn something new. For example, here I can come and say, okay, I mentioned that explain number 3 more, make more examples, and I want you to create a shorter story that uses this key point, okay? As I said, our mind works much better with the stories, okay? For example, when we read a book which has a story, or we watch a movie, we usually remember that much better. Okay, so here is more explanation, example. Okay, and then now let's go for the shortest story, and now it's telling me a story. Okay, and when I read this story, okay, um, I can understand this much better and I can remember it for a longer time. Okay. So this was the first way to use ChatGPT to provide key points. Now, this was just about video. You can do it with blog posts or PDFs as well. For example, let's come to a new page. I'm on ChatGPT 4 with the browsing ability. And here I searched for best filming camera to buy, and I found a blog post, okay, that explains different um, cameras, okay. And I can just copy this link and come here and mention, all right, I mentioned that okay, I want to buy a camera for filming and I have $2,000 budget. I found a blog post that suggests some cameras. I want you to review this blog post using the link below and then tell me the best choice that I can buy for filming. Then I paste the link and ChatGPT will go through the content, okay? It will look at the content, review them all, and then it will offer me the best choice. It will compare them, okay, based on the information provided here. As you can see, I'm not sure if the price is mentioned here, but even if it's not there, that's okay, right? There are many uh, items to compare. So it is comparing. Even it can use some additional information. For example, it can find the cameras that was suggested on that blog post, and it can search online for each of those cameras and gather more information, gather the prices right now, and then tell me which one works best with my situation. Okay, so that's really helpful. So as you can see, this is telling us that I reviewed the blog post you provided and found the following options for cameras suitable for filming. Okay, so these are the best options that ChatGPT found. Okay, and I can push it further. I can tell ChatGPT that, all right, I have this exact situation. And for example, I want to use it for um, YouTube videos, or I want to create videos of nature, right? And then again, compare these options more and tell me which one is the best. Okay, so this is another way that you can gather more information in a shorter time. And remember, time matters a lot. The only resource that all of us have is time. You and I, we all have 24 hours a day, and that is our main resource. And if we can learn to use this in more suitable way, okay, we can grow faster in our life, get to our goals much faster, and grow, okay, and experience a better life, right? So that was all about this lesson. If you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me, and I will see you on the next part.